Heyo. Oh, is it started? Oh, okay. Yay. Hey, I'm River. My pronouns are he, him, and I play silly little druid Lunan.
Hey,
And that's
it's
it.
Alex.
Sorry.
Little guy.
My my name's Braeden Swain. My pronouns are he, him, his, and I play Tomalton TinkerTat, owner of Tat's one-stop shop for all your tinkering wants and needs. Tinkering, it's a long way though. I'm just a little guy.
He's pregnant. He's close. Oh my god. I'm so excited. Baby shower episode.
It's hey, not pregnant. I just figured since I'm back with the fam and everything, it's more of a family mom and pop type situation.
Families also have babies.
Not pregnant as far as you know.
Oh my god, he has roll for morning sickness. You have to make a constitution saving throw for morning sickness.
I'm not gonna do that.
Must feel weird to have your body policed, huh, white man? Sorry.
My name's Sarah, and my character is he, the tiefling. My pronouns are she, her, and T's pronouns are they.
And I'm Alex, whatever pronouns you got, what do I fucking care? And I play Volition, the sorcerer, pronouns they, them. Also their pet dog, Thorn.
Yes.
A baby boy.
Hey, why don't you fuck off? Not immediately successful, but then very successful later on.
Oh, like that place in Italy.
The Vatican?
I kept listen. I knew it started with a V, but I kept wanting to say Vienna, but I know that's not right, so I wasn't gonna risk it. That's like every day for us, and it's nothing new. He's fine.
Yeah, it's bad. Don't live here.
Mint's like sitting there. I just moved here. I mean, it's been
I'm
like over
deeply
a year,
sorry.
but it's fine. It's hey, is that a rainbow on the back of that book? Turn that around. You know how I feel about that.
Sucks.
Yeah, no, and for full context, this is a book about unicorns.
And they're both boys. Kissing boys. Sorry, Ari, continue, please. No, but it's like a pride win, so. No. Pride. Yes, yes. Sorry.
Pretty standard this cowboy is gay.
Yes.
I do want it to be noted that Tat is not fully on board with going to the place where it's most likely that the unwritten is going to be, mostly because we could probably not do, as we have learned, there's probably nothing we can do.
Tat does have
That's
Volition in his corner. Volition also wasn't here for this bit. Not a fan. Not a fan of this plan.
Wait, did we transport somewhere? Oh wait, I'm sorry. I couldn't remember when I fell asleep last time. Yeah. Yeah, we did. We walked, didn't we?
We can at least get close. Shelter is probably better than no shelter. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking for sure. Yeah, yeah, but Italian.
I mean, Zach, are you like okay with that?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
More magic bread.
That'll make you see shit.
Okay.
Good.
Oh, like see shit. Oh, I get it now. I never knew how to use that.
I want to look at the gentlefolk.
I want to talk.
I trust the people, you know? Like I'm a people's person. I trust the peoples.
Tat. That's a solid question. Yeah, please come back to Tat because he wants to do something. He's just got to figure it out.
I want to look up Lady Twilight. a 20.
Like a wood elf.
Wow.
Oh, gross.
What? Fabulous.
That's like an improvement, though. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, beautiful.
Um, is there anything about is there anything about chaos and the or the author? Mhm.
Chaos is coming.
Okay. Mm, ooh, 6.
Oh no.
Can I just skim through the whole book? Do I learn anything else important? Um, anything that'll help us save our world. Four.
It's not-
So here's another question, which I have no idea whether you'd actually be able to answer or not. Is there any way we can summon the gods to help us defeat the unwritten?
If we just ask really nicely,
Do you think if I bat my eyelashes, they'll be like, "Oh"?
like, please.
Is this doing it for you? No.
I got a 4. Hey, stop. Okay. No, I think I'm good for now.
I would like to go to a priest. Even better. I would like to go up to a priest, Tibbus, and I would like to. I just kind of just to give you an idea of what I'm about to do. I just want to essentially I just want to ask questions about just about the author and the notebooks and stuff like that. So
I was gonna I was gonna be like, be careful, because she does have a wife, so this might be a hate crime.
I'm gonna say. So I was wondering something. So with the notebooks, in respect to the notebooks, I understand that nobody can just like go in and read unless it's theirs, right? What if you were allowed to, show, could say my book, for instance, could I say, show somebody something in the book with my consent and my all that? Would I be able to show somebody? Yeah.
That's
Now,
beautiful. Aw, poor cat.
now my other question was, with in regard to channeling the power of the author, how do you know that that's the author's power that you're channeling? Is my question. So, so I wasn't, I wasn't really raised to religious type. I was more, yeah,
Ah, not much to look at.
well, now I don't even know if I want to fucking talk about it anymore. That felt like a judgment on me.
But yeah.
So my I just learn a little bit more is all I'm, in regard to the notebook. Is that like a library book that you can take out and bring back? Um, okay.
The person. They were taking the notebooks, weren't they?
Okay.
So what happens to the person when the notebook isn't being channeled? Nothing?
Say I got a question. Say the book was taken out of the library and was never returned. Would there ever be another book?
He's here. Sorry, he's being the fucking worst in it, so I have to keep taking my headphones off and my phone keeps falling off the stand. My arm is bleeding. Like barely, but fuck him. Bastard. Beastie. Mongrel. Anyways. Anyway.
No.
No.
If the notebook was taken out and was never returned, would there ever be another notebook for that person? And what if the library is just a building where you guys come around and you do the notebook thing, but you can do that anyway. Do we know? Do we know? Meta, if we are if during the raids and stuff, the chaos that was happening in these cities, do we know if the magical objects that were allowing these locations to function the way they do? Do we know if any of those were destroyed or disrupted or anything like that? Cool. I do that sometimes. I make history checks. It's not bad. It's 19. All right. Okay. Well, thank you for talking to me. You know, I got a question. Is so, is there like an afterlife type situation for your religion?
Oh God, he's really theological today.
Um, just with your general knowledge of religion, I suppose. Um, you know what? Never mind. Nope. I think it's best I don't know. Nope.
He's finicky.
Oh, when shit gets too real, I piss my pants and I run away. That's what I fucking do. Yeah. I fucking stabbed him in the heart. That's what I fucking did. Jeez.
Ah, you need to relax. Do your therapy breathing.
I think at this point, Tat is going to just kind of like nod to the priest and then just leave. I think just go wait outside for everyone else. That was going to ask if Tat got for a second. Tat got very concerned about his family. I think, and we just kind of was going to ask if there was, you know, a way that he would positively know if there was a way to get them to the afterlife so that they didn't have, so that he could go back and be like, I found this information. This is what you need to do. But then decided not to because it doesn't really work like that.
Yeah, the Catholics tried to do it and it did not work. That's a Martin Luther joke for the girls who get it.
I was raised Calvinist myself, so I don't think Martin Luther got it right either. Well,
okay, well, it's not about that.
I think that's their whole deal, right?
So my question to her is, what kind of effect would stealing the books have then? It sounds like stealing notebooks wouldn't affect, so why were they stealing them in Delrim? Is that the one that
They-
was ransacked?
Burned them, did they not?
Did they burn them or did they steal them?
Oh, because we left. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, why would they take them out of the library since they can't change, basically?
I mean, if they have a cleric with them.
Because the clerics can't read the books, right? And you can't alter the books. So the only reason that you could possibly want the book is to have your own book so that you can read it yourself. Okay. 8. I'm gonna get a different dice this one. Not too.
I'm definitely around chilling.
I'm outside.
Wait, my answer is dependent. Is Bear in there? No, I'm trying to avoid Baron right now, so yeah, no, never mind.
There we go. Oh, I got a 5. Ah, nuts. Damn it.
Not
Well,
I was basically going over everything we know.
I see.
crap.
Uh,
Yeah, well, screw me, I guess. Can't have shit in Detroit. What can I say? We're curious couple of people. Well, everyone else left. It's literally just T and Lunan right in front of this person. Well, I think we have all the information we need. We can probably go.
I hope so too.
Also with you.
Oh God, Catholic Church jokes are on fire today.
Started on the priest.
Hi.
Fantastic.
At least 3. Electric Boogaloo.
I know it. I know it.
I only know
Hero.
because Braeden did it to me all the time, so I had to learn.
What did I do?
The male handshake where you go like,
Oh yeah.
I only did it because Braeden did it, and I just thought I was forced to do it so many times that I learned through practice. Don't do it to me, Braeden. Don't get away from me because my room is a mess. Braeden, Braeden, no! Oh God! Braeden, get out of here!
I love that once a session, River Scammer turns into a fucking survival horror and Braeden just disappears.
It's like my therapist already has so much she needs to talk to me about, and I can't. The bills are going up.
Ooh.
Oh my god. Actually, I was thinking more NPR. You know, seems a little more unbiased, but like.
I think he doesn't, but the fact that his temperament is. He's very cute. What's that one? Oh,
And I never can afford one.
Oh, I couldn't figure out where the fuck that voice was coming from. And
No, it
I didn't realize
wasn't.
it was Ellie.
No, it wasn't. Our microphone was on the wrong setting.
what did you
Until
learn about?
now. No, it wasn't.
The whole time?
The whole time. So
Oh,
you guys,
what happened?
You guys were heard. Our microphone
No.
No.
was on the wrong setting on stream. I was like, oh, that's weird. I like can't see the normal volume bar, but my window is smaller than usual, so I thought, oh, I just have to scroll down to see it. Didn't have to scroll down to see it. It was right there, and it wasn't picking up anything because it was on the wrong device. It was on nothing. The one time I don't check. Oh, the second time you didn't check. Yeah. I looked at that earlier too. I did too, and I was like, oh, it's just underneath, so I can't see it. Are you sure that wasn't... Yeah. Thank goodness for captions, but also fuck.
And also, fuck.
But also fuck.
The lore dump.
The lore dump. Well, it's on now.
Yay.
Oh, that's so upsetting. Okay, anyways, what information are you looking for? Like the NPR style news, you know? Or CNN, NPR. Just kind of general events of the world? Yeah. Cool. I mean, the attacks in Delroom and Nimdel, are pretty big news. Mm-hmm. I would say, just by the nature of you specifically talking to, you know, fishermen and sailors who move from port to port, and the fact that Orbrin is a port city, you would hear the sort of rumor mill about what happened when you guys were in Orbrin, which is not world news. That's not sort of a thing that, like, any most sort of, like, credible news sources would even know to talk about. But these sailors...
They heard the gossip.
They heard the gossip.
It was Benny.
Absolutely. Yeah, Benny hangs out at the docks all the time.
Oh yeah, he's hanging out.
He's hanging out. Yeah, you would sort of hear a little tell about a little bit like of an over dramatized of with like definitely some facts changed and missing about what happened in Orbrin, of like, oh yeah, there was a big upset with this really powerful family in Orbrin, and you know, the previous, like, you know, patriarch died, and now his daughter's taken over, and you know, it's wild. Like, she's head of the family now, and you know, getting stuff done, and it's crazy. No one really knows exactly what happened. Like, some people say, you know, an assassin showed up and just killed him. Some people think that he you know, just went crazy, and you know, who knows what happened. But
You know, I heard that the assassin had a purple dildo on his belt.
is that so?
Apparently.
Where
And-
the fuck
and I
did
heard-
you hear that?
Well, I heard that the assassin, you know, was just real sneaky, and no one ever knew ever.
I mean, well,
Nobody's talking about that. No, I heard that he's been seen all around doing all kinds of crazy stuff with that purple thing on his belt.
make me a deception check, please. If you are trying to disguise the fact that you are talking about the person standing next to you.
Can I? Can I help?
Please say he can help.
Yes.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like,
Oh shit.
I'm gonna be like,
14.
I hear it was 8 inches and thick.
That's your help. 14 total?
Yeah.
I got a 16 on the back.
Damn.
They look at you. They look at Tat. They look at Tat's belt.
Also, let's be abundantly clear about this, guys. It was a joke that was made once a long time ago, and I don't keep the bet. Why would Tat do that?
So it exists.
If it was there at all.
I joined this campaign 2 sessions ago. What's on Tat's belt?
There was a joke
Oh, so there's
Nothing.
in our
There's
first
nothing.
session. Before we even streamed, our first session that was supposed to be one shot. I don't even know how it came up that there was a joke that Tat has a purple dildo on his belt.
I actually don't remember where it came up.
Me either. It's in the character art though.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. It's in 1 or 2 character arc.
It's in the
Right.
official canon character art, yeah.
But no.
It is.
There's nothing canon about any of this. Okay.
No, but I've made a lot of art, so
It
it
makes-
just happens the belt is also there. Like, I think it's like a consistency thing. I don't know how to.
It makes no sense. Makes
The out of
no
character for you not to have it at this point.
for that character.
Well, Tat's a guy who knows how to work tools.
All
And
right,
just- they
all
just-
right, okay. Funny bit. I was also joking when I said he looked at your belt. He looks at
Okay,
you.
okay.
To clarify, that was for the bit.
You're gonna make Braeden start crying.
Braden's not gonna cry. It just makes 0 sense for the character.
I'm sorry, Braeden. We definitely took that too far.
No, I'm not offended by any means. I just, we say, the thing is sometimes we say things and all of a sudden they're canon.
All right. So yeah, he does look. He looks at you all standing there, and he looks at Tat. And when he looks back at Zach, he's making a face like, I know that you know way more than you're telling. I know that you are involved in this, but none of my business.
Say la vie, as they say.
Smart.
Lavi.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of rumors going around about what happened there. So who's to say what happened?
All right.
Who's this?
Any new stuff?
Trying to think. Let me. Actually, yes. In the same sort of talk about like, oh, here's what happened in Delroom, here's what happened in Nimdel. You also hear like, oh yeah, and just the other day,
Hate it, but I love it.
Duskport also had this crazy chaotic attack where they burned buildings. It's looking like the sort of same thing that happened in those 2 other towns. It was crazy and chaotic and just awful.
Duskport, you say?
Duskport, which is a sort of smaller town in the kingdom of Vemheim, which is to the southwest.
If you want to match, we'll do white. I'm saying
Oh, there.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm
So I mean,
white. You want to do whatever then we'll do white.
Zach's gonna look at his shoulder and be like, "Well, it looks like they just went straight from Nimdal to Duskport. It's a pretty straight shot. They're right next to each other."
I mean, yeah, that's certainly possible.
I mean, it is interesting that they went all the way from fucking Delroom to Nimdal. That's a mighty distance, but
He's only 7.
And it doesn't make sense because Delrim's a city, but Nimdal and Duskport are small cities,
But that
right?
all the
Yes,
money I have.
That's correct.
well, they're not capitals.
They're not capitals.
Nimdal you would definitely consider a city. Duskport is a town. It's a larger town than like the town you're in right now, but it is a town.
Mm.
So they might go to the next capital right there. Is it Verma?
Virma.
Might go to Virma, or they might go up to Amarion. I think. I don't know. Well, first of all, we should go back, unless there's any more information.
Unless there's anything else specific that you're looking for, I don't think there are any like major world events.
Have there been any people missing that you know about?
I mean, people go missing all the time. Do you mean like here in town?
That are like connected in weird ways. Strange disappearances.
I mean, I don't know if strange is necessarily how I would put it, but in terms of connected, there has been, after these attacks on all these cities, there's been a lot of people who've been gone afterwards. But, you know, there's also been a lot of people who have died. Not a lot of people, but there's been some people who have died in those cities in those attacks. And some people who have sort of disappeared, that it's unclear whether they died and just haven't been found, or if they went missing, or what.
Yeah. All right. I don't have any more questions in that line.
Cool. Anybody else have any, if you're all going to the docks, any questions anybody wants to ask some sailors?
I just have a DM question. Are we in Marion or in Eninos?
Eninos.
Okay.
We're considering going to Amarion.
Okay.
Cool. Any other stuff that you guys would like to do in town today before you take that long rest tonight?
I would like to go and look in Myth's room just a little bit more, so I can get a gauge on anything, age.
Absolutely.
Before we head back to Zach's family, actually, I wanted to talk to Zach.
Okay.
Did you look for a book for Myth?
Yes, you did ask about that. Cool. Are you two sort of splitting off to have a conversation privately?
Yeah, just as we're walking, Volition just kind of like taps Zach's shoulder and like hangs back. Doesn't like take him off to have a conversation privately, but does try to have this out of earshot of the rest of the group.
What's up?
No, it's probably not totally my place to say this. They seem like they make you really uncomfortable. Your family. Fuck family. They don't mean anything. I like you guys plenty. If you need anything, I'm here, okay?
Noted. And I agree. Fuck family.
Oh. I looked at also
Fuck
comes
family.
though.
Mhm.
The one dress that I looked at also comes in white.
No.
Yeah, and that's all.
All right. Yeah, he's gonna be like, I appreciate that. And then we go back.
Listen. Nice, everybody.
So anything else in town before you guys head back to the Zach's house?
No. There's fucking nothing in town anyway.
Yeah, not much. There's a few little like rundown shops, but not much to look at here. Cool. So yeah, y'all head back to the Austem house, and you hear your aunt sort of, I was about to say bustling around in the kitchen, but very slowly moving around in the kitchen.
Dramatic. All right. Yeah, Zach's
Is she like gliding around in the kitchen?
Absolutely, she is. Her arms are moving at this pace as she like reaches and like grabs in like a container of fancy flour and like takes a scoop.
I hate her.
Now, way to
Fucking
perpetuate a
hell.
stereotype, lady.
Zach's gonna be like, all right, she's around, but she can't really do much. Like, you have free reign, take shit, graffiti. I don't give a shit.
I heard that, Zakkas.
What are you gonna do? Throw flour?
Maybe. Maybe I'll tell your mother.
Okay.
Do behave in your family's house, please.
Okay. He's just shaking his head like.
Where is said mother and father?
You asked that to Zach.
Yes, and her.
She was yelling that from the other room.
Zach was like, who the fuck knows? They're here, there, everywhere. I don't give a shit. Somewhere. Hey, Toby. Oh, he got settled.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say in a proper, very proper voice. Okay, I'm gonna go be in the parlor.
Excellent.
I'm trying to be a high classy lady.
Where's the bar?
There's like 4 of them. Again, free reign. There's one down the hallway. Yeah, go for it.
Where's? Well, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Where's the biggest bar?
Oh, that would be the one on the other side of the kitchen over there. He'll point.
That's just going to the bar.
Cool. So you are standing in the same room as Lindis while she's just slowly making the slowest bread you've ever seen.
While I just drank. Okay, cool.
Sort of gives you like a head nod as you come in,
God.
but it's otherwise not really paying attention to you.
Tat, are you bartending?
Sure. I mean, hey, why not, right?
Well,
When in Rome.
Well, share the love.
Hey, I'll take
Yeah,
a drink.
come on. Yeah, I want something.
Can I do like some sort of check to see if I can?
Yeah, make me a performance check.
Wouldn't be like a tinker tool
It
check or
would definitely
anything.
not be a tinker tool check. But
Sleight of hand.
Hand?
an argument can be made for sleight of hand.
Cool. I'll make a sleight of hand.
Cool.
It'd be so sad if
Advantage. Or normal.
Just normal.
Have you
Oh,
said of what, River?
24.
Yeah, they're good drinks. You wanted advantage when you got a 24? Fuck you.
Well, Well, the thing is, I knew I could do better because I rolled an 11. So.
I hate you and everything you stand for.
They are good drinks. This is like top shelf liquor. So it's all you already didn't even need to try that hard to make them taste good, but you still did try hard and you did a good job. And they're delicious.
What are you making, Braeden?
So probably, we're at a fancy place, right? So it's a real, we got some specialty liqueurs, probably. So I'm gonna make for Zach, what I'll probably make is something that I call a Georgia swamp water. But I guess in this in this world, it would probably just be
Trying to think of where would be a swamp equivalent. Probably Halen. A Halen swamp water.
A Halen swamp water. It is essentially a gin mint crush. Then Tad is of course just going to have something a little simple since he's making things for other people right now. So he's probably just going to have like a bastardized old fashioned with a little twist on it or something. Who else is drinking?
Baron.
Me.
Baron's drinking.
Cool. Baron is getting something that I call a devil in the morning, which is a coffee based drink with some Bailey's infused whipped cream.
Yeah, if you tell him the name of that drink as you hand it to him, he's like, "No, the first time I've heard that," and pulls a little pink umbrella out of his bag and pops it in the drink before he starts drinking it.
I hate that that's one of his fucking personality traits. God, what a dick.
Lunan is going to get a drink that is not one of mine that I make in real life. The first two are things that I make that I've invented in real life. But this is going to be called a hazy little thing. And that is it's tequila, orange juice, a little bit of lemon juice, and is actually topped with a hazy IPA. So whatever that equivalent, it's actually quite lovely. It's really nice. And then Volition, you're also here. Cool. Volition, which city is the equivalent of like New York in this world?
In New York.
I would probably say Alsace, which is the capital of Alinarius.
Cool. So this is an Alsace sour, which is a whiskey sour with a sweeter red wine floated on top.
Man, I'm drinking lukewarm box white wine. You can't do this shit to me right now.
And is that everybody who's drinking?
I think T was drinking as well. Yes.
T as well.
Yeah.
So T, I will give you. I will make you something that I'm going to just think of right now. I don't know if it'll actually be good, but this drink is called the Innkeeper Takes a Holiday. And that is essentially it's a wine-based hot toddy.
Okay.
And so it has the cloves and the spices that would be put into a hot toddy, except the main ingredient is so it's a kind of more of a mulled wine, right? Except it's definitely still going to be spiked with something a little extra. Cool. That's what I've made for everybody. And then in a couple weeks, I'm going to be making real drinks that River and I are just going to be drinking the whole time, based on everybody.
Sarah.
Hell yeah.
Send us the recipes at least so we can do it with you.
Yeah, please
Oh.
do. And also, please keep an eye on the official Stories of Books social media for when that happens. And our resident bartender will be making some fun little fantasy drinks for us.
I'll make a fun little fancy drink.
Ew, don't say it like that.
I'll make your drink a fantasy.
Mm-mm, that was worse.
Make your fantasy a drink.
What?
That's also
Sorry?
bad. Make your fantasy a drink also doesn't work.
No.
Works better than what you said.
I would say just make a drink that you'd really like.
Cool. So yeah, you guys spend the sort of late afternoon drinking together.
Oh, it's only late afternoon.
Yeah, late afternoon into evening. You did spend a fucking while in the library, so it's probably getting into evening by now.
When are we not day drinking?
Yeah.
What kind of question is that?
Okay.
And yeah, if there's not anything else that
I want to check Myth's room.
okay, you want to check Smith's room.
And I'm going to say, Tat, come here.
Okay.
Do your little, nope. Do your little, like, look-in thing. I'll do, like, my own investigation, but you're really good at finding, like, the tiniest little things. Probably because you're short.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take that insult and turn it into a compliment.
You can get into small places. I can't do that. I'm huge.
So I'm gonna put up my hood to be invisible. And I'm gonna walk into that room.
Yeah. Go for it. There's nobody else around, so nobody's looking at you, but go for it.
Yeah, but in case somebody comes in.
Cool.
He's nervous.
Zach, are you going as well, or is Tat just going in to look for you?
I'm going to walk in the room.
Cool. Yeah, great. Both make me investigation checks, please. And please let me know what you're looking for.
I'm looking for just evidence of who the fuck this kid is, how old they are, all that shit. Oh, that's actually not bad.
Can you remind me of how long you've been adventuring? It's been more than... It's been like 3 years.
Well, he's been away from family and away from this house
for a very
for
long time.
10 years. So,
I'm gonna be looking. I will say I'm gonna be looking for whatever is gonna benefit Zach the most in this situation.
Cool.
17.
17.
Cool. That's super not good.
35.
14. 14.
Cool, yeah. So collectively, it's not a crazy, it's just like one bedroom. You know, this is not like searching a fucking, crazy area. So it's not super high DC to find some stuff. It's a child's bedroom. Yeah, you see there is a crib in there that looks like it hasn't been used in a while, and a sort of like toddler-sized bed. You sort of look around. There's like a little dresser that has some little like tunics, some tiny little pants in there, and yeah, there's a good few. There's some like toys around. You see some what look like some sort of little like the toddler version of Tinker's tools. As well
That's so
as
cute.
what looks like a little tiny like almost like a tiny little like warhammer, but it's very little, so it's mostly just a normal hammer. That's a little like made of wood, little like baby's first weapon.
Aww.
You see a lot of little stuff like that. You don't find any like portraits or paintings or anything of that sort in here. But I would say based on what you found in here, you could assume at the very least the last time that this room was being used which I will say it doesn't look. You will notice it doesn't look like dusty or anything. It doesn't look like it's been a long time since this room has been in use. But it's not like. It is also like well like organized and cleaned and like everything is put away, so like it doesn't look like someone is actively staying in it like within the last few days.
But not like crazy long.
Yeah, it hasn't been long though. But yeah, based on this you could assume that whenever this room was most recently being used, that the child staying in here is probably like 3 or 4.
Okay.
Somewhere around there. And Zach, you would note, there are more toys just still out on the floor here, than your parents ever got you in your entire life.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Jesus Christ.
That was so mean.
Sorry.
Sorry, what did I miss?
I said there are more toys that are just out on the floor that like sort of haven't quite been put away, than Zach's parents ever got him in his life.
Cool.
Do you want me to kill those guys for you?
Yes.
Volition didn't say that, but like...
Do you want me to kill that guy for you?
Sorry. I'm sorry. Are Zach's parents near?
Define your question for me. What do you mean?
Is that a threat?
No.
You trying to sense them?
Like no. Like are they in the house?
Not as far as you know. As far as you know, the only person here is Lindis, who I believe when you guys got here did say something about like, oh, I'm watching the house for your parents while they're out adventuring.
And
Is there a basement in this house?
We'll get to you in a second because you're not in the room right now.
Okay.
And we'll let them finish their stuff, and then we'll come to that.
the aunt is not normally at the house. Is that what I'm hearing?
I don't know. I feel like she just fucking shows up.
She does show up a lot. She sort of...
Does she have a house?
Yeah, she has a house.
Okay.
Real
Not
bitch
here,
shit, though, you know what I'm
but she
saying?
has a house somewhere. Yeah, she seems to sort of float in and out of this house quite often. So, like, she has her own room here.
Looks like we're gonna have to ask your aunt some questions.
I don't really need to know.
No?
I appreciate your help looking, but...
Okay, I mean, if you need me for anything else, is asking questions, emotional type of support, any of that, you just let me know. But
I'll be the first to let you know when I need emotional support.
but I'm gonna go back to the bar if you don't need me.
Oh no, I'm coming with you.
Okay, well then let's go.
The fuck was that? That was very
What?
sweet. Braeden, I need you to know that like the sentiment is very sweet. That coming from Tat is really weird.
I think
Or
so.
You
And
need
I've been saying
emotional
this.
support.
Yeah, I've been saying this. I think but I haven't had a whole lot of opportunities to like display it. Is that Tat has gotten a lot more like
Mellow.
Okay, I can calm down. I don't have to have a wall up constantly.
It's a wow.
But I think that Tat is very much in the sense of like, I can be open. These are my friends. That's fine. As long as, I get back home to my girl, then everything's okay. But so I can do whatever, and I will do what I need to do to get that done. But I don't have to be such a paranoid fucking weirdo anymore.
All right. Well, you know what? I really respect that as a above the table comment. That's very cool.
Sick.
Zach is just a little off guard because this is like the first time Tats showed empathy.
Yeah, okay. Let's go fucking drink. Jesus.
Yes.
All right. T, you said you wanted to know if there's a basement. Zach, you tell me. Does your parents' house have a basement? You're next to a river.
Yeah. No.
Probably not. Yeah, no, there's no basement.
Okay.
Okay. Any stuff before we take our long rest?
No, just drinking.
Nar.
Sexy.
Chillin'.
Long rests for everybody. Tat, question
Oh,
for you.
No.
Yeah.
Are you putting on your beanie of dreams tonight?
Well, Tat's not being a fucking idiot, so yeah.
Okay, great. So everybody's going to get some. Also, what is the sleeping arrangements here? There are guest bedrooms, but due to the fact that, first of all, one of the bedrooms is being taken up by Lindis. One of the bedrooms has been converted to nursery for Myth.
That was just a random room, though, right?
It had been like a guest bedroom.
Okay.
Before. So there's. How many fucking bedrooms do you say this place has?
8.
8? Okay, sick. Then you guys are welcome to either all have separate rooms or sort of huddle a little closer together, however you want to do it. There also is probably at least one of the bedrooms that just has like a fuck ton of beds in it. So if you all wanted to be in one room in separate beds, you can do that. If you want to be in separate rooms.
You're just describing the guest space in your parents' house.
Yeah, basically.
Well, guys, if anyone wants to snuggle, I'm open.
You know, I bet Taz making this girl right about now.
Jesus. You know, I think for the first time in a long time, I'm gonna take I'm gonna take a room to myself.
Oh.
Oh,
Damn.
I was gonna.
What you guys think I was gonna fucking?
I
I thought you said you were gonna snuggle.
I thought you were gonna take up Lunan on snuggling. Oh, we woke up Toby.
Oh, sorry.
You know, I would have been weirded out by that too. So don't say yes.
Dad sleeps with his socks on.
Ew.
Sorry, Braeden. That was
Oh,
totally.
I
an
meant that
assumption.
like as a sensory thing. I realized that was about like the gay thing.
I was mostly doing sensory, but that works too.
Oh.
I was
Oh, 'cause
also
I meant,
doing
like-
sensory. Don't sleep with your socks on. Ugh.
His always
Oh,
fall
I-
off.
Yeah, I can go to sleep with socks. I can never wake up with socks.
It's like tiny little people squeezing my feet. I can't do it.
I hate that I know exactly what you mean.
Hey,
Guys,
autism.
You're like tiny little people squeezing my feet.
You're right.
Oh dear. All right.
Okay, Tat is sleeping in a separate room. Who's where?
I mean, I want the room to be close to everybody, but I don't. I think that Tat is like I haven't in a long time slept by myself.
Cool.
I think Zach will go to his room.
Cool.
And kind of see what
Before-
they did with it.
It still looks like they haven't really done
Okay.
much about it. It looks like they haven't. It doesn't seem like anybody goes in here. Like, this room is dusty.
Okay. Cool. Volition.
Before bed, Zach just Volition just kind of eyes Zach and like, I assume you probably want me to wear those manacles again. I'm not going to cast anything.
No, you're good.
Promise. Yeah.
Nope.
Thanks.
Yeah. You've earned it.
Appreciate it.
T. Lunan,
I don't know if anyone wants to snuggle. I'm open.
Volition raises their hand.
Yes, I'm gonna high five them so hard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sleep in the same room as Volition and Lunan.
Cool.
Slumber party. Oh my gosh.
Slumber
this is so
party!
awesome.
Yeah, you guys can absolutely find a room that has like 2 or 3 beds and split it up however you want.
Okay, guys, what boys do you like?
They're all braiding each other's fucking hair.
Just girly things? Oh my gosh, guys.
Bobby Tings is Bobby Tings.
Zach, as you start heading toward your room, You see Baron sort of just like looking at you. Make an insight check. With advantage.
22.
He is waiting to take a cue from you, whether he should be getting his own bedroom or following you.
I think he'll do like the little like head nod to follow him. Just like the come on.
Cool. I will say with that 22, he looks excited is the right word for it, but also relieved. And so yeah, he follows you.
Is his parents obviously fucking suck, but like was he one of those kids that was super fucking privileged and had like a queen size bed at like
Absolutely.
2?
Absolutely.
Okay. I was gonna say making them sleep in a fucking twin would be
God. I don't think that could fit in a twin bed.
No, he's huge. His tits alone would take up the fucking...
He's massive, badonkadonk.
Cool. So everybody has their sleeping arrangements.
Oh no, he's gonna do something.
Oh, he's filled with evil.
Don't know what you mean.
Bullshit. Every time he says that, he's lying.
Tat, please roll me your 4d6.
Oh, D6 coming right up.
4d6, these nuts.
I'll roll those 4d6. That is 7.
I need to know the individual numbers.
Oh yes, I forgot. 1, 1, 1, and 4.
Whoa.
So you got 3 odd numbers.
Oh God.
Please roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh dear.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Oh, you haven't been here for dream shit.
Oh,
Well, the campaign is called Novels and Nightmares.
oh shit.
Now you're about to be introduced to the nightmares.
He's bothered by the voices.
That's not with advantage, right?
No, it is not, as you have asked me every time.
So that's a
Sorry.
5.
Oh, brother.
He's gonna crack his little knuckles right now. Watch this. There it is.
All right. Tat. You are asleep, and you begin to feel aware of the fact that you are dreaming.
Oh, piss off.
You find yourself walking through the hallway of the crime spot house in Orbrin. You're walking down the hallway and you see the doors that led to what used to be Bambag's office. You open them to find it empty, other than all the furniture in there. And you see, the only thing you would notice is that there are sort of extra shadows clinging to the corners of the room. And you, in the way that you do when you're dreaming and you don't really have control over your actions, you're just sort of observing, you feel yourself walk in and sit behind the desk. And you hear a rumble and a slithering in the corners of your ears.
I can feel that. Anybody else can feel that?
All the wrong
And
places.
you hear a vaguely familiar feminine voice go, "Well, hello, Lanley. It's been a while.
Been a while.
This room
You
is
know,
a bit small for us to have a proper conversation. And you see out of the shadows from one of the corners, you see the shadow grow huge, and you see some purple glints in there for a moment before it sort of seems to shrink in on itself. And you see a figure, a humanoid figure, wearing a purple cloak, fully covering her frame, with a large hood drawn over her face, completely in shadow, just sort of floats into the space and stands in front of the desk facing you and goes, "You have managed to elude me for a moment."
I don't think he said anything.
An impressive feat, I must say. You must have some wise helpers on your side. I am here to speak to you about your contract. A few things have changed, as I'm sure you're aware. And she sort of pulls up a, you see some, magical script appear in front of her, and you're
Just like Baron does?
Just like Baron does. You're sort of looking at it backwards, because she's sort of, pulling it up in front of her, but it looks like a very long magical document.
Mm-hmm.
The contract that I had, as I'm sure you well know, with Bambag Crime Spot, was contingent on my receiving of a soul. Now, dependent on his contract, it was more than likely your soul, should my Reaper have chosen or been able to collect that. However, circumstances have changed. The holder of the contract is no more. Unfortunately, my contracts are a bit more binding than to be ending with something as simple as death. However, you see, despite the fact that you can't see her face, you can feel her eyeing you up and down.
For free?
Mm-hmm.
For free.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And she sort of does a little, circle around to come and stand behind the chair that you're sitting in and sort of lean forward to, get, in your ear. You have recently become much more important to the edits that I wish to make. So, I would be willing to make a trade rather than just taking your soul right here, right now, myself.
Go on.
I am.
I'm trying to read his secrets, guys. Don't worry.
I'm gonna throw up. Secret.
We've come for your nectar.
Excuse me?
I'll send you an audio.
What are your thoughts on this?
Well, maybe it's best you contact my people contact your people,
My people will certainly be contacting you for more details on this.
Oh,
I would
When-
just like to
when you-
gauge your interest.
When you say a trade, what exactly do you mean?
Well, as I said, my people will contact you with more information. We don't have to make a deal right now. I just
Well,
want to know whether you're interested.
Well, I believe that my interest fully depends on whose soul I'd be trading in for mine.
I will tell you this much. You have plenty of choice in the matter.
I get to choose whose soul I send?
You do? It must
Bless
be
you.
one that I approve of, but yes.
Pickle.
For free.
Pickle.
Here.
Aw.
You can't show your butt on camera, bud.
Pickle.
What would be the stipulations to this soul? Maybe I'll rephrase that. What are you looking for in a soul?
I am looking for a living humanoid soul. It must be a living sentient being, preferably adult, but if you want to, commit child murder, I suppose that's your prerogative.
That's pretty fucking vague. I mean,
If you would like, I can narrow the options so you have less choice in the matter, and
no,
perhaps
no.
I should narrow it to one of your party members or a family member. Would that be preferable?
If you were to do that, then I would say I have no interest.
That is what I figured.
Now, what I ask is, if I was to wake up from this dream, and I was to go find the nearest somebody that I didn't fucking know,
You must finish your sentence.
would that be fucking preferable? Jesus, I thought it was fucking implied.
As long as you do so in the correct manner.
What's the correct manner? I guess I'm confused on the rules. I'm new to this snatching fucking souls business.
The
Jeez.
rules will be more properly clarified not in this plane.
How close is the Night Serpent to me right now?
She has circled back around to be standing in front of the desk. So there is a desk between the two of you.
No. And am I able to move?
Yes,
Right now?
you are able to move now.
I would like to do like an insight check just to see because I have a couple of really cool things that I have.
You do.
Oh, Jesus.
I want to make an insight check just to see if I was to go for it,
Make an
how
insight.
how likely it would be that I win, right? That's what my insight check is on.
Make an
Not
insight check.
it's not on the Night Serpent per se, but it's on the situation.
Cool.
Okay.
I will give you advantage on that insight because I think it's fairly apparent.
Okay.
I'm so stressed out.
Cool. That's a 15.
15. She just said a minute ago that the only thing stopping her from taking your soul right here, right now, is that she is considering making this trade with you.
Cool.
You get the vibe that if you piss her off or if you try to attack her, she will just end your entire existence right here, right now.
Cool. Tat's gonna go. Well, then, Tat's gonna say, well, then I'll talk to you people.
Excellent.
I do not plan on signing anything just yet.
A wise decision. Many people end up in my clutches by choosing to not read the fine print.
Well, then I will say, good morning.
Good morning, Lamley. Your vision goes black. And you wake up in the bed that you fell asleep in.
I am storming to wherever the fuck Baron is.
Cool. Yeah, you barge into Zach and Baron's room. Where's he barge in on?
I don't know.
Fantasy sound background music.
Sorry. What? Sorry, I had to answer a question. Sorry.
No, you're good. I had a question that was not for you, so.
Flashback sounds on the heart
know.
last
Does
night.
he know where the room is?
Yeah, you guys all took rooms that were pretty close to each other. So it's pretty easy to figure out.
Baron had some looks the night before, like the relief and whatever. Does he?
Do we
like,
want to super quick go back and
I would
run
like to,
any little?
because I don't know what's going on.
Cool. We will come back to this very dramatic moment in just a second. Flashback to the night before. Cool. Yeah, the two of you head on into the bedroom together.
It's like, make yourselves at home. It's probably covered in dust and hasn't been decorated in like 10, 11 years now.
Hey, I see that. Yeah, Baron goes over and like fucking shakes out the comforter. Shit. Not great.
Jesus Christ. It's all been bedtime.
Oh,
Can't hear.
yeah.
Oh,
Goodbye.
Good night.
Night, Grandpa.
Good night, Grandpa. Yeah.
also, River, you were so right about the Jack Russell thing. I don't know what I was thinking.
River knows his shit, man.
I know. I don't know what I was thinking.
You weren't.
You're so silly. I'll come kiss you on the lips later, baby. Baby girl. Sorry, that was way too serious. I need to make it funny again.
I think, is Baron just like moving around the room?
Yeah, I think he sort of keeps like sort of looking at you back over his shoulder like, what's the plan here?
I think Zach is looking at him the same way. Because they have been sharing a bed.
Yeah. Yeah, so Baron's gonna be like, right, well, I suppose I'll break up the elephant in the room. That's not the phrase, but, what are we doing here?
I mean, here specifically, or like
No.
here?
No. He
No.
gestures between the two of you. Here. I know that, you know, we're in a bit of a weird situation.
Yeah. I still don't know what to say.
Does it help that neither do I?
A little bit.
Look, I really like traveling around with all of you, and I know that obviously because of my certain ties, I am not able to be as trustworthy as I would like to be. But
You saw how quickly I forgave Volition.
I sure did. Sure did. To be fair, you knew who Volition was coming in. And I understand, the reason why you reacted the way that you did to the information about me.
What I meant by that is the forgiving has already been done. Probably long before I took off the manacles.
He looks surprised by that.
It took a while. But
Frankly, not as long as I expected it to.
does it help to know that I wasn't expecting that either?
Hey.
I mean, to be fair, you could be pulling the longest con, and I would feel like a jackass if I was wrong. But
I mean, I'm not a big fan of pulling long cons. It takes a lot of energy. And, if I wanted to, I could have just fucking killed all of you by now. I mean, I'm dealing with Tomalton TinkerTat every day.
you know what? The fact that none of us have killed him is a great feat.
It really is.
Is this the moment that I bust into this
This
room?
is the night before. Everyone are in
You're snoozing. You got your little nightcap.
Sorry for interrupting. Please
Oh
continue.
no, you're good. Man, I don't even know. Hi, Toby. He just moved his little fat ass onto my shoulders.
He's fully just resting on your shoulders. Both of his peats are off the side.
Incredible.
I think Baron will sort of take a little step towards you and be like, well, not to be presumptuous, although I have been accused of being that many times.
If you are nothing if not presumptuous.
Hey, that's fair. I, personally, would very much like to, sort of pick up where we last left off. If that's something you're interested in.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
I think he's gonna take a second, and you can make an insight check if you want to figure out what is happening in his head.
Yes, please. That's a strong 8.
He's thinking hard.
Oh no. I
He's
can see the smoke coming out your ears.
It's because I'm having an internal struggle, an existential crisis, if you will. Because on the one hand, I still want to be mad at you. On the other hand, it's been weeks.
It has, and you have been right there the whole time. He was just looking you up and down.
My eyes are up here, Baron.
I'm aware. Your eyes are what I'm looking at.
Yeah, I know. Don't think I haven't caught you staring at my tits every day since.
I don't know what you mean. Locked on.
Tell me this.
Yes, Toby.
Are we
you're
being
moving
too
much.
loud? Oh, pitiful little meow meow. Oh god! Oh god!
Toby.
Oh my goodness.
He fully fell off the back of the chair he was hanging on with his little front paw.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
God.
Tobias.
He went to lean, like he had been leaning against your shoulders, but he did it the wrong way.
Oh.
We cannot have a serious conversation in this goddamn house without Toby doing something fucking ridiculous. Okay. You know what? Not even tell me. I need you to swear to me this. If you turn on us again, do me the favor of killing me first. Because I don't know if I can sit here and watch that happen again.
I mean, I don't have any plans to kill any of you.
That's not what I asked.
If, you know what? Fine. I will make you this deal only because it's not going to happen. If, in some situation, I decide to turn against all of you and I have control of myself to make decisions, I'll kill you first.
You know, that was not quite as fulfilling as I expected.
I know, I imagine not.
Okay.
Do you have a deal?
I think we do.
Make me an Arcana check.
Okay. 6.
6?
I have a negative.
Didn't you roll that die?
No, I rolled the 7. I rolled the trans die.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is not
6.
a diverse
I have a
win.
negative 1.
I would say even with a 6, you feel you feel almost like a little like a little static spark when you shake hands.
Like he actually made that deal.
It was just, hey, you got a 6 on your Arcana check.
Oh, Lord.
And he keeps holding your hand and sort of leans in a bit and is like, would you like to seal that deal?
With a kiss?
Very much so.
Get it. And then they fuck.
Oh, God. No.
I didn't say that. I mean, they do, but
I can't believe it.
If
Welcome
you
back,
agree,
Braeden.
yeah, no.
then they fuck.
Yeah, definitely. So, Tat.
It is the next morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, you walk in to
You barge in.
Yeah, barge in.
no clothes in sight.
None.
There's a blanket.
Cool.
But-
How quickly are you walking in there? Do you notice the clothes thrown across the floor?
Nope.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
Zach, with all due respect,
Good fucking lord.
Good morning, Tat.
with all due respect, Zach, I'm gonna need you to leave the room. I need to have a word.
Right now?
Yes.
Can I put my fucking pants back on?
Yeah. I mean, I would like to do that too.
I'm gonna give you 1 minute. I'm gonna be back in the room in 1 fucking minute. And he's gonna walk out the room, close the door.
Could that man express his thoughts ever?
Apparently fucking not. I imagine he's gonna hold to that 1 minute.
40 seconds!
Oh.
Hey, Eddie, and then you hear just like scrambling, and like you hear like fuck as somebody it sounds like they're in trips as he's getting up just on the other side of the door. And
Goes. I go back in the room.
yeah, Bear's got like a pants on and is
Yeah.
like half in
I was gonna say that's what Zach's got going on too.
a shirt that is not his.
So Zach, I will see you at breakfast. Thank you.
Okay, I'll be downstairs.
Question for you, Tat. How close are you standing to Baron?
I mean, not crazy close. I'm probably in the doorway right now.
Okay.
Oh God. Now I feel like that means shit. Okay.
I'm not going downstairs.
Cool.
I would like to see. You know how in some houses, if you listen to the vents, you can hear everything that's happening? Mm-hmm. Zach is a little brother.
I thought you were going to say you had a.
I have to make you make a check for that. I have to make you make a check for that.
Little brother check?
Could I argue that Thea would have, if it didn't exist, Thea would have made it exist so that she could figure out like when Zach was getting in trouble, or vice versa?
Roll me a history or investigation.
Why do you hate me?
Or perception.
With advantage.
With advantage.
Perception. Ugh, 14.
14? 14 is plenty. Yeah, you know where those vents are. You can sort of go, so you could like sort of down the hallway and like around to like a bathroom.
Okay.
And yeah, there's a vent that leads directly into your bedroom.
Anybody who could possibly be watching, Zach is not wearing his shirt. He's currently like, he's stuck in it and he's trying to like pull it on as he's like rushing around the corner.
Yeah, Tat, you walk into Zach's room. Baron is standing there, sort of like still tugging on Zach's tank top, and is like, "Hey, can I help you?"
I just had a talk last night with your boss.
Oh.
And as it turns out, well, just because I killed the love of my life's father, that I'm not out of the contract yet. And so now, if I don't want my fucking soul snatched out of my fucking body, I gotta go get somebody else. And your boss informed me that their people would be able to shine some light on how and who would be suitable.
I assume the people is probably me. I didn't talk to her last night, so I don't. Let me know at any point during this conversation if you walk closer to Baron or if you're still just standing in the doorway.
I think Tat right now isn't moving. I think if Tat gets angry or it has, or like if anything changes, that might change. But as of right now, I'm talking to you and I need a fucking answer.
Cool.
Right?
He is gonna sort of go like, did she give you a contract to look at or anything like that, or any sort of thing that I could look over, or
No.
I mean, I can.
She said that she was gauging interest.
That doesn't seem like a great thing.
It's okay then.
I will be perfectly honest with you. She said that to me before.
What the fuck does that mean? What are you trying to say? That she's trying to fucking recruit me to be some sort of grim fucking reaper?
I don't know. I'm just giving you the information that I have. That is a phrase that I have heard from her before. Right? I can try and pull up your contract, the contract that Van Beck has on you, and seeing if that's changed at all. And yeah, he starts sort of like magically pulling up your contract. It's like, I mean, everything on here looks the same as the last time I checked. It's still, unfulfilled. I'm gonna say at this point he starts pacing, and is sort of like, basically like scrolling through this magical wall of text, just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on here.
I will say also that Tat will also start pacing, but more out of anger and frustration, because Baron kind of led him to believe that this would be done if he killed that man.
Cool. I think that he will, as he's looking at the contract, sort of be. I'll have him make an insight check if you don't say anything about that.
Not yet. No.
Cool. So yeah, with that, he will sort of be vaguely aware that might be what you're thinking. I'm gonna be like, as he's sort of looking through the contract, he'll be like, it does not specify on here about other ways to end the contract, and that isn't something that I've had to deal with before. I figured there was at least a chance that if you killed the contract holder, the contract would end. That makes sense to me, but it hasn't come up before.
I got a question. What is the proper way to present your boss with a soul?
Well, I have my scythe from her, and that, when I use that against a person that has a contract on them, it essentially collects their soul, and I assume it sends it to her. I will have you real quick, and then...
Is it a death scythe?
Fuck you. Not quite, but...
Does she eat the souls?
No.
Oh, okay. That's it.
Not that you would have any knowledge of any of that.
No, I am just checking how much of a fucking nerd you are.
Yo, get his ass.
I will say at some point between the two of you pacing in this room, you get within 5 feet of each other.
Oh.
I think that's fair. I think that's really fair.
The second that you get that close to each other, Baron's arms go limp by his sides. You see him stand completely, fully stock still, staring off into space in front of him, completely silent. And you see his eyes begin to glow a deep purple color.
Oh, fuck. Fuck.
And you see...
Can I get out of 5 foot range of him?
Sure.
Cool, I'm gonna do that.
Still happening.
Oh, Jesus, fuck.
It takes probably like 30 seconds to a minute. And you see that sort of stock stillness shift. Make me an insight check.
Cool. Oh, that's so not great. That's a it's 15.
15? With 15, as he sort of comes back from stock stillness to sort of like sit in a neutral posture, even with a 15, Baron is a very dramatic person who stands in very specific ways. this is not how Baron stands. Even with the 15, this is reminiscent of how the figure in the purple cloak was standing in your dream. Just that sort of posture.
Oh god. Okay.
And you see Baron turn to face you, and you see a slight sort of smile appear on his face, his eyes still glowing purple. And you hear a voice that is not his own come out of his mouth. As the voice goes, this, again, familiar female voice, says, "Hello again, Lamley. Good morning."
Good morning.
I believe I told you that my people would have more information for you on this plane. I see that you are, in fact, interested. Allow me to explain a bit more. My Reaper has an excellent point. He has heard that phrase before. Now, consider this a bit more like contract work for you. Not a permanent position. A one-time gig. You have disrupted a contract that would have given me a soul. And rather than forfeiting your own, I am giving you the chance, the privilege, to choose to collect one for me yourself. And you see Baron's hands go out, and you see some sort of like glowing happening above his hands as she continues talking through him. And yeah, she says, "Consider this an opportunity and a stay of execution until you complete this task for me, and then I will consider your contract completed and fully release you from service to be perfectly safe and alive and unharmed." And you see the glimmering in Baron's hands starts to materialize, and you see a beautiful black and purple rapier appearing in his hands. It has the blade of it is so deeply black that it is not reflecting any light. And the handle and the hilt have a purplish sort of sheen to them that look like serpentine scales. And she continues, "Consider this a gift, a tool for you to use to complete this task for me. Should you use this to fully kill the creature with a soul, it will absorb it and send that soul to me, and I will consider that to be your payment."
Get to keep the sword, it doesn't go away.
And is there a time limit to this offer?
I shall stay your execution until either you complete this task or it no longer matters. You have a bit of time.
God, fuck. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I think Tat just takes it.
Excellent. Yeah, she, through Baron's hands, hands you the sword, and then holds out the hand. She says, "Do you accept my terms?"
I would like to see the contract first.
Very well. She pulls up a long magical script that you can, she sort of turns for you to be able to look at and go over. Yeah, basically it seems like you must use specifically this sword to kill someone. It must be a sentient, living, humanoid creature. You must be the person to wield this sword and deal the killing blow. The timeline listed is until it no longer matters. And if you fail to complete this task, she will take your soul. If you and here is a point that reading the contract that she didn't mention. If you simply wait too long and you don't complete the task until after it no longer matters, she will take the soul of someone that you care about for making her wait.
Okay. And that's it. That's the whole contract.
I believe so. I'm trying to make sure that I don't have like any other little tricky things. It's those are the sort of the main points that are put in like very long, complicated, language that's very much like set up to make it look more confusing than it is. But it seems like a decently simple deal. You must fully kill a person, knowing that their soul is going to the Night Serpent, and that will save your own soul.
Yeah. He takes the sword and he shakes her hand.
Excellent. You can make me an Arcana check.
Not gonna be great. It's not bad. 21.
21. You fucking somehow every time you're like, it's not gonna be a good Arcana check, and then you roll excellently on Arcana checks. Yeah, you at the moment your hands touch to sort of clasp in this handshake, you feel a magical binding take place. And the already glowing magical words of this contract like sort of glow brighter for a moment before she pulls her hand away, or not her hand, she pulls Baron's hand away and sort of closes up that contract. And then sort of leans in down towards you and goes, "It has been a pleasure doing business with you, Lamley. I will see you again soon." Before she straightens back up, and again, that sort of stiff posture happens in Baron again.
Zach runs into the room.
Yeah. You run into the room, Zach, right as that purple, you catch just barely for that purple light to still be in his eyes before it fades out. And you see Baron's eyes appear. He sort of...
Please say he faints.
He doesn't faint, but he does sort of like collapse back into his own posture, but a bit more sort of hunched. He's breathing raggedly. He looks at Tat for a second and then makes eye contact with you, Zach. Make me an insight check with advantage. Tat, you can also make me an insight check.
Sure. I got 23.
Dirty 20.
23 and a dirty 20. Both of you know at this point, Baron is a decently sort of like unflappable person. He has always this sort of air about him of like, I don't really give a fuck about what's going on. You see his eyes begin to fill with tears as he looks more terrified and horrified than you have ever seen him.
I'm gonna run up to him.
He is shaking, and appears to just not even be able to form words.
Zach's gonna like put his hand out to see if he can.
Yeah, there's sort of a slight flinch, but not a flinch away, if that
Okay.
makes sense. A more like a flinch of almost surprise, like he's not fully tuned into what's going on around him.
Oh, like Toby when he's not expecting you to touch him. He goes, "Arr."
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, so he'll be like, hey. What did she do to you?
I don't know, that's never happened before. He sort of like takes a breath, tries to compose himself. I mean, I figured that she could probably do that, but I've always cooperated so that she didn't have to, and yeah, I didn't know that she could just do that. And he sort of, especially if you're right up in front of him, Zach, he just throws away all pretenses of looking like he's keeping it together, because he knows that he's not, and just fully buries his head in your chest and starts sobbing. Like full, like, sobs racking his body.
I didn't know he could do that. Okay. Zach's gonna be like, Tat, we'll sort this. Just... We'll talk about your fucking fancy sword in a minute.
Tat's not gonna say anything. I think Tat just goes back to the room he was in before.
Cool. Yeah. And Braeden, I will send you the stats for your Rapier of the Night Serpent.
God, that's so weird. So while we're streaming, you go, "Hey, Braeden."
I think that Zach is just going to simply hold him and will like bring him over to the bed so he doesn't have to hold himself up and just hold him.
Yeah. He just sobs for quite a while. He probably, honestly, make me another insight check.
With advantage?
Yeah.
It's 22.
22. He cries for so long and so hard that you get the feeling that, like...
This is more than just this.
This is more than just this. This has been a long time coming. You don't think that he has cried in years.
Yeah.
And it's sort of just all
of the things that he has not been dealing with.
Yeah.
Because he's fucking repressing because he's your self-insert.
Okay, we didn't have to go there.
Absolutely red for Phil.
Okay.
Okay. It was too... I couldn't let that one go.
Anyway. He probably just cries for so long and so hard that he honestly, like, basically knocks himself out.
Yeah.
So he eventually quiets and breathing evens out, and he is just fully asleep against your chest. Cool. So, anything else we want to do this session before we end off here?
Lunan, would you like to do anything? You haven't got to do much today.
I was gonna say, I don't know. Maybe we can do a little lore drop. Can I make like a wisdom saving throw or
Yeah.
something?
Heck yeah. Maybe with some saving throws. See if you have some dreams.
You're
let's see.
cuddling with Volition.
Let's just say we do it at disadvantage.
You are
maybe.
cuddling with Volition, actually. Yeah, make it a disadvantage.
Okay, first one. We're not looking great. That's a 21.
God, fuck.
It'd be really sad
And
if you went
that's
through
a
this whole
22.
thing.
So
I will say, just due to the fact that you're cuddling with Volition, you sort of have a dream, very sort of like blurry, not very concrete, but you have a dream of remembering, as a very young child, this exact same thing happening. You and Volition, cuddled, taking a nap in the same bed together.
aw. Well, thanks for the little treat.
Are they like two cats that fall asleep together?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Just coiled up.
I do kind of want to give a visual, at least, of what's happening in the room with Tad by himself. I think he is. I think he's sitting in the corner of the room. And I think he has the sword in the other corner of the room. And he's just staring at it. And I think there's just one thing running through his mind, which is just fuck. Right? Just because I think he, as much as he didn't have a choice, he had a choice, and it's just fuck. And it's definitely like a close pan to wide shot of just
a little guy alone in the corner.
And it's weird. I think just a little guy alone in the corner and just so much in the room.
Name of the episode.
What, so much in the room?
Just a little guy alone in the corner.
Guy alone in the corner and so much in the room.
Oh God, that's fucking awful. I can't believe that fucking happened. God, I had to fail that fucking save. Jesus Christ.
You had that prepared already, didn't you?
I
You were waiting
did.
for him to fail it, weren't you?
I actually had a plan for if you hadn't failed to save, but
He just made it easy for you.
yeah.
What would happen if I
I'm
hadn't?
not gonna tell you that.
Will you tell me?
I might tell you guys after the cameras are off.
Okay.
Well, good night. To our loyal one viewer.
We love you, baby.
Booma!
Puma! Alright.
Where's our baby? Oh, he's on his little castle.
He's in his little castle. Alright. Well, we will, we actually haven't gotten the schedule figured out for next month yet. So keep an eye on the social medias. We will post the schedule very soon as we get it figured out. And, yeah, make sure you're following stuff to also see when we do some fun little resident bartender making some drinks. There will also be some announcements about what comes next after the Curse of Black Valley very soon. So stay tuned for that. And
Read your contracts, kids.
read the fucking fine print. All right. Well then. Good night.
Good night.
Nice.
Bye.
Bye.